Hey guys, it's Skybird, and today we're going to be taking a look at one of my Titan mocks for 2007, the Depth Stalker. And so let's just get right on into it. It is this build here, and he's quite tall, so a little bit hard to get in frame, and there are a couple of things that I want to touch up on, most notably the foot build here. It's just connected with one of these axle connectors here, so the Kina armor is not like locked onto the foot. I can pull this apart if I need to, which is not ideal. I really like the foot to be reinforced, so I may modify that build slightly, but I want to keep the aesthetic either way. It creates 3 points of contact with the ground thanks to the tip of this and the two cam pieces, which can be extended out to the side with an axle of some kind and some bushings or what have you for more stability. Along with that, the color scheme on the model is Metro Blue as well as Pearl Light Gray and Black, as you can see, and it has a very unique head build here as well, which is just combining 3 of the Takadok's head to create this with one of these Paraka claws as well. I had 3 Takadok's heads. I figured I wanted to use them in a build and decided to just use them in one headpiece here. The Gadunka head also makes for good armor, and obviously that is something a lot of people have used as well, but I think it really leans into the shape of the character here, who is kind of this really like muscular core and then just becomes thin and spindly toward the limbs, which I really like. Maybe I would change the arms out for like Roxy arms to go for that thinner aesthetic as well, and maybe a little bit pointier, because he's got a lot of sharp spots. The Roxy limbs lean toward that sort of sharper shape, if that makes sense. With that said, though, it has the Roxy foot on the back here as well, so another reason to bring in more Roxy parts, right? And more of the glow-in-the-dark armor pieces on the side here. As you can see, all the glow-in-the-dark features are held into the core, so the head, the torso, and that's basically at the upper hips, as mentioned here. And I want to make sure you get a full look at the character. So there are a couple of things I still want to change up a little bit. The upper legs here, although they look really good, currently this axle is just holding the socket in, and so there's no like lift arm or anything holding that leg on. It's a perfectly fine connection, but usually when Lego uses these pieces, they do so in combination with a lift arm of some kind so that it is more solidly connected, and I would like to do so as well. So I may touch up the upper leg build here a bit, just to really lock things together. Same with the foot as mentioned, but once those two things are done, he is pretty much on par with any other Titan from that year, and I think he fits in quite well. He relies on the Elec claws here with the Visorak foot as sort of like a thumb, maybe to grab masks or Baraki heads if you want, and overall I just really like the aesthetic of him. I think he looks quite unique, also pairs well with the 2008 Makuta wings. And what's really nice about this model too is that all the pieces that are used here in dark blue are also available in black. So you could actually make this as a black color variant, or I guess yellow too, if you change these out for the Roxy legs as mentioned on both top and bottom. Change a couple of other pieces out as well. You could do yellow feet, yellow Roxy limbs, and really play around with it. And I think yellow and glow in the dark would look quite nice as well, with black of course as an accent. Yeah, so that's pretty much the build for everything. It's definitely one that I will touch up on a little bit as time goes on and really make sure that everything is reinforced the way I want it to be, but it looks really good and I'm super happy with how it came out. At the end of the day, I think it looks like it could have been a realistic set from 2007, or if not a set from that year, then maybe a combination model as it stands right now. Bulking up the legs, bulking up the feet a little bit. That's really all I think it needs to become like a full-fledged set worthy of 2007. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to touch up on this guy. If you did like this content, make sure to subscribe. And also, before I end the video, I wanted to mention a couple of videos ago, I talked about potentially doing a challenge with the Baraki sets, making a combination model of 2 Baraki for every color combination possible. That's 15 Baraki combos total. If I can do it, that's if we can get to 1,500 subscribers by December 12th, so fingers crossed we can get there. With that said, though, another thing I would like to do, though this is going to be a little bit more in the future, is make combination models for the 2007 Titan sets as well. We got 6 Titan sets in 2007, if you want to count Lisovic as a Titan. It's a vehicle and character, but you get the point, right? But 6 big box sets in 2007, but we got no official combination models from any of them. It was actually the first year, I believe, that none of the Titans combined together. Instead, we just got a bunch of Titans that year, which I'm not going to complain about. So I will do my best to create some fantastic Titans out of a combination of just 2 or just 3 Titans, but I have to get them first. I currently own Gadunka and Hydraxon. Unfortunately, I no longer own Karzani. It was stolen from me many, many years ago, which is really unfortunate. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for this one. If you guys did enjoy the video, as mentioned, please consider subscribing so we can get to that 1,500 goal. And of course, check out my links for Discord, Instagram in the description. Patreon will be down there as well if you want to help out. Later.